Over the past year, I've taken a lot of solo trips, visited different countries, explored new states, and had experiences I never thought I'd have. But for some reason, I always find my way back here, because this was where it all started. Road trips are fun and all until you have to pay for gas. It is $6 per gallon, and I don't think that number is stopping anytime soon. What is going on, you guys? I'm here at Big Sur and it feels so good to be back. I arrived a few hours ago, but I decided to leave the camera off and take my time to settle in and explore. Now, around this time last year, I was actually going through a pretty difficult season in my life. And as tempting and as fun as it might have been to be a degenerate up to no good, I felt a pull to take a solo trip instead. Now, what I didn't expect was how one solo trip would lead to me traveling throughout the year. I've been fortunate to visit 7 different countries, 3 different states, countless cities, and I've met so many amazing people and have so many core memories. And along the way, I decided to capture a few clips here and there. Now, I was hoping to catch the sunset. Unfortunately, it's super overcast. You know, that's one of the things about Big Sur is that the weather can be unpredictable, but the views here are still beautiful nonetheless. I mean, just take a look at this. Anyways, I'm gonna hang out here a little bit longer and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace. It's super windy, it's cold, it's raining. My back is probably drenched, but we're still gonna enjoy ourselves out here. Good morning, you guys. Unfortunately, it's raining today and it's forecasted to rain all day today. I was really hoping to explore with the sun out, but it's all good. I'm going to be spending the next few days here anyways, and I can always put off today's plans for tomorrow. And besides, I feel like part of the experience of Big Sur is driving around in your car and stopping at random pullouts and taking in the beautiful views. And as much as I would want the sun to be out, you know, the rain as well as the overcast adds a completely different vibe to the experience here at Big Sur, and I'm kind of digging it. Anyways, I'm going to continue to drive around, stop at random pullouts, and I will see you guys when the sun is out. Good morning, you guys. We have a fun and short little hike planned to start off the day. And I mean, just take a look at this. This is so cool. Almost ate shit right there. Oh, shit. It feels so good to be back. I decided to make Big Sur my first solo trip for a handful of reasons. For starters, I've always visited this place with my family in the past, and it's been one of my favorite places to go to. And on top of that, I thought it was the perfect middle ground. You know, it was far enough from home that I could be by myself and sit with my thoughts and reflect, and at the same time close enough that it wasn't completely out of my comfort zone. And to think that you get breathtaking views like this and it's only a few hours away, I mean, it's pretty hard to beat. All right, you guys, I'm here at Partington Cove, and funny enough, I only found out about this place last year when I decided to spend more time in Big Sur. Now, one of the things that I really like about this place is that the trail splits into, we were just at the rocky shoreline area, and to get to the next viewpoint, you actually have to walk through this tunnel.
This is so sick.
Honestly, guys, what an amazing way to start the day. I'm probably gonna hang out for a bit. The climb back up had me working a sweat. Now, just keep that in mind if you guys do the Partington Cove Trail. It is uphill on the way back up. Anyways, you know, last year when I was here, there was this bench by the Hidden Cove area. Now, I don't know what happened. Maybe the elements finally got to it or it was removed somehow. But regardless, there's just still so much space to be able to sit or stand and enjoy the breathtaking views. Anyways, I'm probably just gonna hang out in the car for a bit, cool down, and then we'll head off to our next stop. Now, I know I'm pretty much revisiting all of the stops I made the last time I was here, but I decided to come back for a handful of reasons. For one, it's honestly a cheaper road trip, and I'd like to save up for some upcoming trips. But more than that, this place means a lot to me because it was my first solo trip. I really wanted to revisit this place and reflect on the previous year. If you told me a year ago that I would take a solo trip to Big Sur, I would not believe you. And I say that because I've always considered myself a homebody. So honestly, what I didn't expect was how one solo trip to Big Sur would lead to a year full of travel to different countries, different states. I've honestly been very fortunate. You know, that solo trip to Big Sur really opened my eyes to how beautiful the world is, and it left me curious to see more of the world and to see more than what was just in my backyard. You know, traveling, it brought me so much peace, and I had so much fun that I just told myself I had to take another trip. Another thing that I didn't expect was how me capturing a few clips to remember my first solo trip would end up leading to me, you know, making YouTube videos a year later. And it's just become such an enjoyable hobby for me as well as a creative outlet. Really grateful for it. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna hang out here, I'm gonna catch a sunset, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. This is crazy. Really glad that the sun is out today too, but honestly, this is unbelievable. I mean, just look at that. Honestly, there's no denying that there are beautiful views here at Big Sur. I was driving around and I stopped by a random pullout and I have these amazing views right in front of me. You can't go wrong. Like, I feel like you could drive anywhere around Big Sur, stop at a random pullout and you'll get beautiful views regardless. But anyways, one of the things that I really appreciate about Big Sur, in addition to it being beautiful, is how peaceful and calm it can be. You know, I'm sitting here watching the ocean horizon and then just listening to the waves crashing in the background, and it just feels so therapeutic. And on top of all that, I also think that, you know, being disconnected from cell service really contributes to this peaceful feeling because you don't have any distractions from the outside world. So pro tip, if you do plan on visiting, make sure to download an offline map, maybe a music playlist that you can listen to while you're driving, or just roll the windows down and listen to the waves crashing in the background. I'm gonna take a minute, just soak in, you know, this peaceful environment, and then we'll head off to our next stop. All right, I had to switch it up. I threw a hat and a warmer jacket on because it's super cold and windy and my hair was blowing all over the place. Now, I think this is worth mentioning if you do plan on visiting Big Sur. All the places that I've visited, you could probably knock out in a day or two. But once you get here, it's kind of hard to rush through this place because you get this feeling of awe and stillness. And just like that, a year later, we have made it back here. No. Status report, we did not lose the hat. It didn't fly off too far. But man, despite it being super windy, just take a look at these views. I'm gonna take a break from getting attacked by the wind. I'm gonna hang out under this tree and get some shade. Now, with all the beautiful places here in Big Sur, I feel like this place takes the cake for me. I'm here at Garapata State Park, and funny enough, I only found out about this place last year. I was driving around, I saw a lot of cars parked nearby, and a bunch of people walking through the park, so I figured, why not stop, see what's up. So I walked through the park, up a hill, saw a wooden fence, and I just remember chilling on that wooden fence and being battered by the wind, hair going out like crazy, but at the same time having so much fun, yet feeling so much peace just being there. Now, I know I've been saying throughout this entire video that I feel so much peace being here, but truthfully, that's just how I feel about this place. As you can see, Big Sur has a very special place in my heart. Honestly, y'all, what better way to end the day than to catch a beautiful sunset like this? I'm super stoked only because I have been fighting the overcast the past few days. So to see that the sun isn't playing hard to get today and is actually gonna set past the horizon rather than, you know, hide behind the clouds, I am so happy. You know, I'm here chilling on these rocks. I got this beautiful view of the ocean in front of me, hearing the waves crash in the background. It's such a romantic setting. I wonder what it'd be like to share this with someone. But anyways, honestly, I'm grateful for this little moment and that I get to experience this, and I wouldn't change a thing. I've had so much fun just sitting here, watching the waves crash against the rocks, and just taking in these beautiful views. I'm super grateful that I get to experience this. This definitely is an S tier sunset and has to go in my top 5 for sure. Anyways, guys, that's it for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Now, it can't be a visit to Big Sur without seeing the iconic Bixby Bridge. And honestly, I feel like it was Bixby Bridge that made me fall in love with Big Sur in the first place. To be driving around and then to look off to the side and have amazing views like this, it had me speechless, and it still does today. Now, I don't leave until the following day, but I'm likely gonna end the video here. I wanna be able to spend the rest of my time here to myself with the camera off. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.